Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
If you decide a different league, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. Got a lot to talk about tonight. We got some baseball, we got some basketball, but more importantly, we got the NFL, baby. Preseason week number 2. So glad that it's here. I want to make sure that all of y'all teams are doing what you think they're supposed to do, because my team ain't. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into bringing everyone in. First, here's my co-host. This man has forgotten more baseball than I will ever know, because I've been hanging out with too many damn Asian women. Let me bring my man 7 in. 7, what's going on? How you doing, brother?
All right, and the mic's on this time. See, you know what? 1 week in a row. I'm. It's a new record for me. We're gonna see if we can double up on it next week. It's a team effort.
There you go.
But no, man, I'm doing great, man. I'm so glad to be here, and man, we got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, next up, he joins me on the Geek Gauntlet every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Bring my man Ando in. Ando, what's going on, man?
7 remembered to turn on his mic. Hey, you got to start somewhere, man. Right? even the Chicago Bears got to win a game with Caleb Williams this year, right?
You mean the Tampa Bay Rays of the NBA?
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's the Chicago Bulls, not the Chicago Bears. We're talking about the Bears.
You're right. The Bears.
But nah, man, I'm super excited to be here. Thanks for the invite. And yeah, dude, let's kick it up, man. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this week started with the 7th inning stretch. Get you caught up on the world of baseball.
I want to be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints.
All right, 7, let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna start this off here, and I am gonna kick myself in the ass for this. I made a prediction at the trade deadline that the third wild card slot for the American League was going to come down to Boston and Kansas City. And right now, I am fucking correct. And the way that it looks, because the National League is a lot more open at this point still. The American League, it is down to that last wild card slot, and it's either going to be Kansas City or Boston. So my question, and Ando, I'm going to kick this off to you because I know you know a lot about Royals baseball. Mm-hmm. The Royals have been on a tear since the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Solid play on both sides of the ball. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Bobby Witt Jr. is the best fucking player in baseball.
I would say it's a travesty if he is not AL MVP. I think the only other person maybe you could say makes an argument is maybe Judge if he keeps up the hitting streaks that he's had.
And that's why we'll get it because his skill is hitting.
I don't see how you don't give it to Bobby Witt Jr. Because the dude, first off, the dude's going to be a Golden Glove winner this year. Look at how many plays that dude has made this year. But I mean, he is the heart and soul of that baseball team in Kansas City. I will argue with you and say if the Mariners can get their head out of their ass and keep fighting for the West like they're not doing right now, you could make an argument that it's going to be the Astros, the Red Sox, and the Royals. But the Mariners are 4 games back of the Astros in the West as of today, not including today's results because the Mariners still have to play the Dodgers, which I'm scared about, with as good as the Dodgers are playing. But no, I think
are currently down to the Red Sox last I checked.
Yeah. I would say you are correct though at this point. It's going to come down to the Royals and the Red Sox. And judging by streaks in the last 10, Royals are 6-4, Red Sox are 4-6. Royals have won their last 4. So yeah, I mean the Royals, I think at this point it's theirs to lose. I think they have maybe not mathematically an easier schedule, but I think the way that they are playing and they're hitting their stride just right. You got to remember, dude, we have a month and a half, like a month and 2 weeks left of baseball, and that's it. Then we got the playoffs, man. So.
Right. It's coming to crunch time. And that's the thing is I do believe that the American League is more set because I don't believe in the Astros anymore. They have not given me anything in recent history. And I'm not just talking in the last week. I'm talking the last 2 months. I have not seen enough from the Mariners to believe that they still want it.
I don't think so. The Astros in their last 10 are 9-1. The Mariners are 5-5, which, hey, you're winning 50% of your games in your last 10. That's great, but it's not 90% like the Astros are doing. And the Astros, the Astros want it more. And if the Mariners want to, take their head out of their ass, being a Mariners fan, it really sucks for me to say that. But the Mariners, you got basically 6 weeks to fix your shit and get this going. So, and you have no excuses because Julio's healthy. Yep. Robles just got re-signed, so he needs to start making that money that he's earning. The pitching, I think at this point, the pitching can leave a little bit to be desired as well. But, I mean, if you're not hitting, it doesn't matter how well you pitch. You could give up a run, and if you don't get any hits, you're not going to win.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good, man? What's good?
What's going on, man? Good to have you on the show, man. What's going on with you?
Man, just chilling, been working, just off today.
Awesome to have you here, bro. Awesome to have you back. All right, let's continue.
Well, it's for me. Here's my thing. The Royals are far more consistent right now than the Red Sox, and that causes me physical pain to have to admit. We just got Boston just got Tristan Casas back, and that is a huge lift on the offensive side because he has already started to find his stride again at the plate. There is talk. There is a chance that Trevor Story makes it back before the end of the season. I think a lot of that's going to depend on how the next 2 weeks go, because if it's starting to look more and more like Boston is not going to recover and is not going to have a shot to knock Kansas City out of that slot, that they're just going to sit him down. They're just going to say, don't worry about it. Don't try. Don't rush your rehab. Just make sure you're ready for next season. And hoping that he's in a condition where maybe they can trade him and get something back for him, because this is the injuries have been rampant since he left Colorado. But Boston needs to find consistency at the plate and on the mound. Cutter Crawford fell apart last night. I watched it happen. Yeah. That dude, he was dotting it and then he just crumbled. And then Bayo has been inconsistent. It's just, unfortunately, it's been all up and down the pitching staff of the Boston Red Sox. But because of the fact that Kansas City is the area that I call home, I would not be disappointed to see the Royals go on a 2014 or 2015-esque run.
I am totally okay with that too. I think Kansas City is, especially with the Chiefs and the way that they've been kind of ostracized as the new New England Patriots of football.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City is the AL version of the Cubs, where you have your favorite team and then everybody secretly roots for the Royals. I think this year we're going to see that with a lot of Royal fans. Speaking of Royals, top of the 8th against the Angels in Kansas City. Kansas City's up 5-3. And then just ending the 6th, Red Sox are up 4-3 on the Astros.
In the meanwhile,
you're muted, by the way, Seven.
Yeah, and that's the thing is because first of all, Houston got another run because it was 4-2 last night I checked. And that I believe was at the top of the sixth. But yeah, the Royals are in a good position. And I think that they're a team because the other thing that you look at right now is the second team is the second wild card is going to the Twins. I think a lot of people are going to root for them. As that other underdog. I think you have a little bit of a diversity in the American League this year with people in the playoffs because the Royals and the Twins are not teams that you see in the playoffs, as well as the Orioles. Because that first wild card slot, it's either New York or Baltimore. That's where that goes. That's why that's why that one. And I don't think the Twins are going to come back and take their division. But I also don't think that anybody's going to be able to knock them out of that second slot. Yes, technically they're only a game ahead of Kansas City, but I don't think it happens.
Well, Minnesota's only 2 back of the Guardians, so it's possible if the Guardians have a really significant injury or they just shit the bed, Minnesota could be the one to take the Central this year. So
technically, it is possible. Yes, it's only a 2-game deficit, but Cleveland.
It's not like the NL Central where it's like 11 games between first and second. So
right. But it's Cleveland is that's my belief in Cleveland too. Another team you don't normally see in the playoffs. The Guardians are firing on all cylinders. They have been undeniably one of the top 3 teams in baseball this year. As a whole over the season. So that's another reason why I'm not even thinking about that division, because in my opinion, I don't think Cleveland breaks. I think Cleveland will break in the playoffs because of a lack of experience. There are some guys on that roster that have playoff experience, but there is not a very deep amount of playoff experience on that roster. So I do think that they crumble in the playoffs, but because of the fact that the American League is going to be filled with inexperience this year in the postseason, I think that the American League could be more up for grabs than people realize, because if a team gets hot, nobody's going to be able to stop them. And that's going to be who matters is the last 2 weeks of the season, who gets hot.
Yeah.
On the National League side, there is a little closeness between the Braves and the Mets. But I have to do something, Will, and I'm sorry, because I know you kind of like the Braves as your second team. Austin Riley went down today. And he's done for the year. So that with a Braves team that has been decimated by injury this season, I'm sorry, Will. I don't think you guys see the postseason. I don't see it anymore. That's too much for me. I can't do it.
Mets might overtake them. They're only a game and a half back. So
they currently have the 3rd wild card spot in the NL behind the Padres and the Diamondbacks. And then the next 2 after the Braves are the Mets at a game and a half back, and then the San Francisco Giants, who are currently 4 back. So, again, with 6 weeks left to play, the consistency and who gets hot is going to be most important. But
the Giants can definitely find the right stride, because they're a streaky team, and there is low-key some talent on that roster. Yeah. But it's all going to come down to who performs. And I haven't written off the Giants yet, but I have a good friend that I hope to get on our show at some point. His name is Evan, who is a diehard Giants fan and friend of the show, and my co-host when I used to do the baseball podcast, the Winter Meetings. Craig is also a Giants fan. I like the Giants, storied baseball team.
Yeah,
I'm not sure they can do it. I haven't written them off yet, but it would part of it would require the Mets helping them in the way that Mets help other teams get into the playoffs, and that's by completely fucking falling apart themselves.
Yep.
And that's why I can't write the Giants off, because the Mets can fuck it up.
I will say this: there's only one team in baseball that we can officially write off now, and that is the Chicago White Sox. They are the first team this season, obviously eliminated from playoff contention. So, in the words of in the words of Ando, fuck Jerry Krause.
Fuck Jerry Krause.
The first of many F-bombs I'm sure we will drop tonight.
The Rockies might be right behind them.
Yeah,
well, the Rockies and the Marlins are tied at 46 and 79, so we could see a 2 for at any time now. So
within the next couple of weeks, I think they both drop.
Yeah, because we got like 40. I think I calculated with the Giants being 63 and 63. That's 126, 182 games of baseball. We have less than 60 to go. So,
yep.
Okay, for sure.
And I don't see the Marlins or the Rockies winning 60 straight. So
no.
Here we go. Major League rate. Here we go. The Cubs are going to win 60 straight and win 121 games.
Hell no.
Take that, Jerry Reinsdorf. That's how you run a baseball team.
And one final thing to close the baseball segment. Fuck Rob Manfred. Just
fuck Rob Manfred.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Fuck
All
that
right.
guy.
All right. Got some baseball, got some basketball. I want to get into real quick. Not a whole lot of NBA stuff, but we got some WNBA stuff, believe it or not.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get into the hardwood. All right. Talking about some WNBA and NBA ball. The first thing I want to bring up that I think it's just been completely comical. This whole back and forth between Kendrick Perkins and Charles Barkley, this thing has grown to be hilarious.
They just need to
for those
over with.
For those who are not familiar, what's going on between Kendrick and Sir Charles? They just beefing on Twitter.
Just beefing.
Kendrick,
5 points a game. Go on. That's what Charles. You at 5 points a game. Go somewhere and sit down.
That's good, Kendrick. You only got a ring because of KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. Shut the hell up. I get it. You got basketball knowledge, but you weren't the rebounding king for 8 straight years. Yeah, shut up, dude. Go Barkley all the way.
Big Perk is the type of guy that you want to just sit and talk basketball with at a barbecue. Like everybody got a nice plate in their hand. You sit down at the table and you just go back and forth and talk about the sport. He's an uncle, but Charles Barkley is so good at shit talking. The entire city of San Antonio women laugh at the fact that he calls them big old women, and they just take it like it's funny to them. You don't try to out shit talk Charles Barkley if you're Kendrick Perkins. It's not going to work.
There's some big old women in San Antonio. Some big old women.
And completely everybody the whole time, except for a couple of Karens on Twitter, nobody says a word. It's just accepted that that's just part of the lore of Charles Barkley announcing, and it's just funny.
Yep.
I just like watching him on camera. He's so good. I'm sad that Inside the NBA is going to be leaving after this year.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's just completely stupid.
I'm sorry, dude. And being a 90s kid, Will, I think you can attest that NBA on NBC was the best NBA show in the 90s. When you hear that, like goosebumps, you know you were ready to watch. But, I mean, inside the NBA, I mean, between Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley, I mean, the knowledge of basketball depth that each one of those guys have, and then Ernie to anchor it all, I mean, I don't think there's anything better than that, man. And for them to have as many awards as they have and then be like, well, we're not on TNT anymore. Screw you guys. Man, it hurts. It hurts.
I actually have a theory. I have 2 theories on that whole thing breaking down. First of all, I think part of this stems from the fact that TNT didn't think that the NBA would leave anytime soon. They got cocky and they got greedy. But another thing is I think the league is just ready to move on. I think because the league's always kind of been uneasy about some of the stuff, like the way that, especially with Barkley and the way that he shit talks and the kind of the attitude that he can get and some of the shit that he and Shaq come up with. I think I honestly, I don't think they're a big fan of that. Like they support it because of ratings, but if they can put it on Amazon and open it up and completely rebrand and change things, that's kind of been Adam Silver's brand. Yeah. So I think that's the other piece of it is league kind of just said, you know what, we want something different. We're kind of sick of this format now. And I think Adam Silver was a driving force behind their decision, even though they could get the same money and leave it on TNT. They're like, no, we're just going to change it up.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, what's up, Zoe?
What's going on?
Oh my God. Is that who I think it is at the bottom?
Yep.
That's Swag?
Yeah, that's Swag.
Swag, what's up?
Swag pulled on through.
Talk today.
Swag pulled on through.
That's what's up, though. I ain't heard from you in a minute.
What up, Joe?
But what do you think about this whole thing going down between Kendrick Perkins and Charles Barkley? I think it's hilarious. The beef they got going on. What you two think about it?
You talking about me?
Yeah. What you think about it?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't hear about that beef. If you could inform me, what happened with that?
They've just been going back and forth on social media, talking trash about each other. The last bar up that I saw, Charles Barkley was telling Kendrick Perkins to sit down somewhere because he averaged 5 points a game.
Classic Barkley.
Yep. I mean, I'm not at all surprised though with that. But the thing is, how did Kendrick Perkins even? It makes sense for Shaq and Chuck to go at it, but KP, why? Like, why?
I don't know.
KP's trying to stay relevant. Like
maybe.
No, but on some real, his takes are always like
off.
A little, yeah, off. Basically, it's always a little. I don't know.
What you think, Swag?
Man, I don't know, because Kendrick Perkins, he be trying to argue like trying to beef with many players. He tried to do it with KD. He tried to do it with other players. I don't know why he trying to get on Charles Barkley.
Conflict
Can I
drives.
ask Swag a question real quick?
Yeah, it does.
Can I ask Swag a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Swag, how did you feel about KD getting that record in the Olympics?
What, the Olympics record?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the scoring record for the Olympics. Most points scored by an Olympian in basketball.
Okay, so he did good. It's worth it. It's 2 rings. I'll say that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right. Seven, I know you have some things you want to talk about WNBA wise about Caitlin Clark. Ain't no question now. She is the rookie of the year. No question.
So we've talked a lot about in comparison with what the WNBA is experiencing right now versus what the NBA experienced in the 80s with Bird and Johnson. Am I right? Like the comparison, like it's on the table for everybody. I
can wholeheartedly agree with that.
I'm and I don't know if maybe it's just because what I'm seeing on socials and stuff like that, but I feel like Caitlin Clark is in the conversation as far as what's going on a lot more than Angel Reese is. And I feel like there should be more going on with Angel Reese, like talked about wise, so that you can continue to drive that energy. Like for marketing for the WNBA, there should be things going on that are keeping both names. And I'm not trying to be like, and it's just like both names. They need to be driving that to really push that brand and that focus to keep that attention. Like,
I can agree with that. You got to keep them at the same level. You can't put one too much higher than the other because then it's going to add out the accomplishments. And I absolutely agree. I think even if you don't put Angel in this class, I still think Caitlin puts up the numbers she does. I think I get agreement from Dan on this because I know Dan said it a couple weeks ago when he was on the show. I think to create that controversy, give Angel Reese the Rookie of the Year. Yes, Caitlin absolutely deserves it. But
so you want them to pull a Steve Nash and give it over Kobe?
Hold on. Like, so
I'm with you on this. What the fuck?
And I get that, guy. So if you look at Caitlin and Angel, yes, I think everybody on this panel gives Angel Reese shit because she's scoring her 10, 14 points a game off of her own misses. Of course, she's going to get the 14, 15 rebounds a game. When you're shooting layups that even I can't hit and you're, 5'11", getting your own rebound, of course you're going to get it. But I think at this point, it's so predictable for the NBA, for the WNBA, to give the Rookie of the Year to Caitlin that I think it would. Okay, so everybody watched the rookies play. They gave Angel. It's almost like a show. You want to see what happens for the second season. How is Caitlin going to respond with unjustifiably not getting the Rookie of the Year that she won.
So you want them to rig the WNBA to cause controversy? No, let me take it back to the ring. You want to rig the Special Olympics? That's not
Well, I gotta take my glasses. What did you say? This is not Special Olympics women's basketball, Zal.
No, but here's okay. So, and I understand that in Iowa, smoking crack is a pastime for everybody. I get
Except
it.
I don't smoke crack, Seven. This is soberness right here. This is soberness.
Oh God, the residuals from your mom doing it must have just kicked your ass.
Hey, I'll have you know if my mom is watching this. Hold on, before we go, it's my mom and my dad's 20th anniversary today. So I want to say, yeah. So if they somehow watch this and my mom be like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of my son," just know, Mom, I love you, and Dad, and happy 20th anniversary. Go ahead, Seven. Go ahead and roast
to them. There is a point where I do see your point, but does anybody really want to have to deal with the
backlash
of that? Like that would be
nuts.
That would be nuts.
Ando, they already low key kind of already did that.
Yeah,
you saw how with the Olympics they slided and didn't put Caitlyn there, and they struggled like hell because to be honest, they should have lost.
Yeah.
So they already was trying to be like, okay, let's be political. No.
Yeah,
y'all gonna have to be fair, or you repercussions.
The noise from that would just like I get it from an entertainment, but like in a reality show, like a scripted reality show.
Oh, absolutely, you'd be doing it to Angel Reese.
That's exactly what you do because that would drive everybody fucking bananas.
Yep.
But in
can you have a tie for Rookie of the Year? That's what they should.
Yeah, I mean you could share it. I mean,
yeah, they should have a tied Rookie of the Year. That would cause controversy.
They can't share that.
No, but to cause controversy and to be fair, they should do that.
I think now it would still be bonkers if that happens, but it's at least a different conversation.
Yeah, exactly. But it drives the competitiveness again. Of course.
Yeah.
I just like watching Caitlin Clark play basketball when she's on her game because she has off just like any player, but when she is on, it's deadly to watch because she locks in and it's solid basketball. If you don't give her that that recognition that she deserves, next season she's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, she's gonna go full Elliot Stabler on somebody.
Break Angel Reese in half because she talks shit at the wrong fucking time. Like she exactly like
thank you, Will.
Oh, that's wild. You
look at the crazy in that face, like talented. Insanely.
Will, do you still have the? Do you still have the 2K basketball one that you were showing?
I don't agree with this at all.
That's wild.
Does she look like him?
Talented.
Yeah, she does.
Oh my God. God damn it, Will. I am going to take that away from you.
No, don't do it, dude. Do not do it.
But like she's insanely talented, but she looks like she's like, but she locks in. Like there's that second, a flash of crazy that you see in super crazy chicks. Like Will, Ando, and I can all identify it where she's like a hair away from just snapping and killing somebody. And I don't want that fuse to be shorter, like for the safety of the other women in the NBA.
Who said that's a bad thing?
She got snapped though. Like, no,
that's what Kobe wanted. Kobe used to listen to, what was it? Nightmare Amp? No, he used to listen to some soundtrack for like Michael Myers or something right before a game.
I remember he was telling that story. I forgot where it was from, but I remember he was telling that story.
Get his adrenaline going.
Willie, wasn't it you that said most NFL players are psychopaths anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was you. You said that.
Oh, sorry.
Dan said it too. No, it's true. You have to be kind of a psychopath to do that. Yeah,
you do. To sign up for something like that, where you're in a 24/7 car collision environment. Hell yeah.
Especially down on that offensive and defensive line. I will also add on while we're talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Clark, like we said, broke the record for assists by a rookie in a season. And then earlier today, Angel Reese secured her record 20th double-double in their loss today. So both are still making headlines and both are still making news.
But Caitlin Clark is taking her team over the top. Angel Reese can't do that.
Nope. Not if she can't hit 5-foot jumpers.
And that's number 2. Yeah, that's the thing about Angel's game that I need to see.
Her shooting percentages are
and then at the moment, both teams, if the playoffs started today, would be in the playoffs. The Chicago Sky at 11-16 would be the 8th seed. They would take on the New York Liberty, and then Indiana, who is game and a half ahead at 13-15, they would take on the Connecticut Sun if it started today.
Oh, we.
So,
that's to losing records, and still that's that. I don't care what sport it is. If you have a losing record, you get into the playoffs. It's just wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Go back to the 2020 Washington Redskins. I mean the Washington football team.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Wait.
Yep.
Why is my thing what in the backwoods? Who made my thing that?
That would have been you, Zoe.
I didn't do that.
How long ago were you on? It's been a while.
It was like that when you got here.
Yep.
Oh, let me change this.
Yeah. James Harden's lover. I got a lock and loaded tonight, guys. Let's go.
All right.
Speaking of James Harden, he won't do nothing next season. But my bad.
He's trying
to. Pat Bev ain't even the lead no more.
No, isn't he playing overseas?
Yep.
Spain?
No, the thing about Pat Bev, this is the thing. I defended Pat Bev. I can't defend him because he did all that kissing ass and all that stuff to crazy trash Doc Rivers just for his ass just to go overseas for what? For what? He was simping, glazing, all type of shit. Anyways, that's all.
He going overseas with that bag.
I think we all agree with her tagline now. Curry coaching is booty.
Yeah, it's trash.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead.
Hold on. I want to get these two opinions on this real quick. We were talking about Olympic coaches, and I suggested Becky Hammond and Dawn Staley for the next Olympic team coach instead of
most definitely.
Or Eric from Miami.
Yeah,
I think. Are you talking about the men or the women? Because I'm talking about
men. Yeah, coaching the men.
Yeah, I can say.
Oh yeah, for the men.
Because, and here's my thing: the reason that Coach K was so successful is those guys all respect him because of his abilities, but he's not going to play favorites. He's not going to be distracted because of his consistent time with those encountering those players throughout the league.
He's not going to
be Becky Hammond. They're just going to put the best players out there. They're going to get them focused.
Yep.
Both of those women have respect from the NBA players because of their abilities. So there's not going to be this who's in charge bullshit. Yeah. Because you can't tell me that LeBron James sees Steve Kerr as a competent coach.
Oh, hell
no. No, I think so, but that would kind of skip Spoelstra. How you say his name?
Spoelstra.
Like, I think
it's Spoelstra.
He's got enough tenure that he expects to be up next. And he's an excellent coach. So I won't be mad if he comes up. But
and he does that history coaching LeBron too. So
he does have but LeBron's not going to be in the next Olympics. There's no way in 4 years. I'm sorry.
46? No. Or no, 44, because he's only 40 at this line. Dude,
he gonna retire.
I think
I don't know.
He might do it just to make a headline, try to be funny.
Did Jordan do it? Did Jordan do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God.
LeBron James is gonna say it right now. He's gonna do it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know about this next Olympics for men's.
It'll be fine. It'll just be different. It'll just be different. I think the men will be fine. It'll just be different.
Yeah.
I think the problem for the next Olympics is I was talking to Casey and he was saying they were saying if we can't have no international players play for the US if we did it, they would outnumber us because you would take Embiid off, you would take everybody off, you screwed. You just got guards. Yeah. So it's not a good position to be in, especially in 4 years. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid of what Wemby's going to be in 4 years. I'm shaking in my boots if I had any.
I can agree. Wemby is a hell of a player, and the way that he played in the Olympics.
to be good now in 4 years. Oh,
yeah.
And then the guards we got for like the next one, bro. I don't know who's the best shooter, to be honest with you.
to be honest, I don't know how many. Like, do you think Dame Lillard is going to retire in 4? I don't think he'll be.
I don't think Dame will be on the team, though. I think out of the guards that we have, the first one that comes to mind is Trae Young. But he would have to change his game hell of a lot to make that happen.
Yeah, we're good.
That's terrible.
Y'all are so
inconsistent.
Yeah. Now the question is Tatum going to play in the next Olympics after the way that he got shafted this year?
If Kerr the coach, he ain't.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't come out boycott.
I think at this point, if Kerr coaches, everybody be like, "Nah, we good, fam. We good. Go get the
Nobody's going to be on this. It's going to be trash, Buns.
Yeah.
And then
I predict. I got an egregious prediction. I predict Ja is going to be running point in the next Olympics.
Oh Lord!
Only if he's running with guns. Only if he's running with guns.
No, he's going to be
dribbling down the basketball
in the next Olympics.
Like they did in Space Jam, or boy.
I said it first.
Yeah.
Or boy,
August 19th.
All Morant's going to be doing is look, bang, bang, ha, 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 poo, poo, yeah, let's go. And everybody be getting out of the way. He's going to set an Olympic record for how many points he scores in a game.
All right, let's go ahead and finish this puppy up with the the next item up the slate. We're going to talk about some NFL football, get the conversation out the way, then we're going to roll out of here. Here we go with the huddle. Did you guys see Caleb Williams over the weekend?
Do we want to? My question is, I didn't see it in action, but I saw the replays. I don't want to say I'm going to eat my words. And the fact that he's going up against those second and third string defenses, I am impressed with what Caleb is doing in the preseason. I do not think it's going to hold up in the regular season. No, I think he gets exposed. He's going to get rattled in the first two. I honestly could see a similar trajectory for this season as it was with Ryan Leaf. I think he comes out, hey, yeah, look at me, I'm good. He's going to meet a defense he doesn't know. He's going to get knocked on his ass, and it's going to destroy all the confidence he has.
Oh, my.
And that's bad because Ryan Leaf went to Washington State, and to say that I don't like him, that's saying something.
So we need to make sure they keep hold of Tyson Badgett then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who threw for 2 touchdowns.
I still don't see enough to believe that Caleb Williams is the next guy. Mm-hmm. Could I be wrong? Sure. I'm married. I'm wrong a lot. Fuck, I'm wrong every day.
Yeah. Congratulations on being married.
It's all right.
No. I'll mute myself. Hold on.
But I just, is it possible he's gonna find his groove? Yeah. But I can tell you that I liked more out of Trevor Lawrence when he was at the same stage. And Trevor Lawrence is not what we thought he was gonna be. So
what year is Trevor on?
Trevor's going into his fifth.
Oh, dang.
He just signed a $275 million contract, $55 million other guaranteed, and $55 is what he's getting paid every year.
He has a lot of vacated targets because he lost some folks.
Yep, he lost
some folks.
Yep, Calvin Ridley went to the Titans.
Yep.
Gambled on
He still has Ingram. He still has Kirk. They drafted what's his name from LSU. Neighbors' sidekick, Brian Robinson Jr.
Yep.
That maybe sounds right.
I think that's him.
My question with Trevor, and I mean, I thought he looked good in the series or two that he ran for Jacksonville. But how much of the injuries from last year are still affecting him this year, and can he overcome that? That's my big question that I got.
Good point.
I will say I do not trust Jacksonville if they have to lean on Mac Jones this year.
All right.
I forgot they had mac and cheese.
Yeah. Mac and cheese is Jones.
So do most.
But I will take him over Daniel Jones. I will still take Mac over Daniel any day of the week.
All right. Anybody got anything else before we get out of here for the night?
Can you imagine? I just want to. Can you guys just think for a second about how much league defensive coordinators shit their pants when they saw Patrick Mahomes successfully throw a behind the back pass?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because he did that in anger and still did exactly what he needed for Kelsey to get 9 yards.
Yep.
Improv, not even planned. Can you imagine what kind of damage they're going to be able to do with a play that is planned?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling the reason that Carson Wentz was smiling in that shot right after the behind the back pass is because Andy has been trying to get Patrick to do it in a game for a while. Patrick has said that they have plays in the playbook that are designed so that he can if he has the opportunity. But he doesn't do it. He said in the post-game interview, he did it because he was mad at Trav and kind of out of spite.
Yeah.
And then Travis picks up the first down. Yeah, no.
Carson Wentz was smiling because of the fact that Patrick finally did it.
Finally.
And now the lead defenses have to think about the fact that there is a chance that he has another way of getting rid of the ball than everything else they already have to watch out for.
Yep. Because what? He does like that underhand throw to what? The running back when he fakes going up the middle. The dude can just throw the ball at any angle and behind the back.
Both
Absolutely
hands.
Crazy. Sure, let's do it.
Both hands can left hand too. Like the defensive coordinators all the league just went.
You know, every single defensive coordinators have. Well, okay, so I'm not going to say tablets because I'm old school. So they got that pile of paper and they're just like, "Fuck it, we're done. We're playing backyard football on defense. Fuck it."
All right, you guys. We're going to end things off a little early. Boy, work on Tuesdays now. So we got to get ready to go to work. We got to get stuff ready to go to work. But before we go, let's go around the room, see what everybody's got going on this week. Zoe, what you got going on this week?
What you mean? Like work?
What you doing special? You doing anything special? Any shows, anything like that special?
Oh, no.
She's going to be back next week for the Sports Report podcast.
There you go.
I guess I'm going to see if I can come through.
There you go. There you go.
Hold on. In the words of Yoda, there is no see. There is you do or do not. And we need you back next week. So put it right in your schedules, though. You coming next week.
Oh, man. Swag, what you got going on, man? I see you on TikTok.
Shoot. I was supposed to be going out this week, but I don't know.
All right. Ando, what you got going on, buddy?
I'm going to remind Zoe she needs to be here next week. Otherwise, Sparky the Dragon here, I can't tell you what he is or is not going to do to you. So you got to be here next week. If he doesn't do it to you, he's going to do it to me. And I cannot have that.
Is that a furry?
No, that's a big old dragon. Hold on. Let me turn my light on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
God damn it. We were so fucking close, Will.
So close. So close, 7.
Wow,
so
that's
what you are looking at is the officially mascot of the Sports Report podcast. This is Sparky. He likes flame broiled hot dogs off the grill and saying he's going to do things to me when we go off the air. So, Zoe, I am begging you, look into my eyes. You have to be here next week. You have to.
I have to protect
you. Have to be
furry.
No, shut up.
I have to save you from the furry.
Really? You gotta save me. You gotta save me. I am killing 7, but you gotta be here. You gotta shut up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, now he's giving me the eye. Yeah, I can't say.
We have to put that thing. We might have to put that damn. We might have to put that damn furry on damn academic suspension or something. Damn.
Be like Mike Gundy from Oklahoma State and stop telling his players to ask for goddamn money.
Oh my god.
Nah, but for me, man, personal life going okay, work is going to shit. But yeah, everything lines up correctly. I got some pieces coming in for the laptop, hopefully. I'll get my streaming back up on Twitch, hopefully. And then worst case scenario, I will be back Saturday for the Geek Gauntlet podcast right here on YouTube and or Twitch. Follow them at the Geek Gauntlet podcast on Twitch or youtube.com/the Geek Gauntlet podcast on YouTube. And then obviously I'll be back here next week.
7, we got that close, man. We got that close.
Also, fuck Jerry Reinsdorf.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, no, fuck Jerry Krause. Fuck Jerry Krause.
No, fuck Jerry Reinsdorf. That's fair. Leave that one out.
Fair too. That's fair too.
Fuck both the Jerrys. No, you know what? Fuck the 3 Jerrys. Fuck the 3 J's like we said last week. Jerry Jones, Jerry Reinsdorf, and Jerry Krause. Fuck them all.
There you go.
All right. Go ahead, 7.
Go on, 7.
Hit me up on TikTok. Doing a lot of mental health and funny content. It's at GD7. Got a pretty bitchin' new grill. Might do some stereotypical white dad videos grilling because I don't know. I have to do that now.
Question for you, 7. The advice that I give you on that TikTok about giving freshmen bad advice, is mine okay?
Wow.
Yes, it was solid advice.
I thought it was perfect, man.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, 7 has a video out on TikTok. Follow him on TikTok at FDG7.
GD. FG.
What did I say? DG?
Yeah.
F is in Frank, G is in generation, D is in dad. And then the word 7 spelled out. But he has a TikTok out that says to give bad advice to freshmen coming into high school. 7's personal one was to make 1 friend and 1 enemy, and by the end of the year, flip them. I think that's solid advice. My advice is, because you're coming back from summer break, if you're hungry, just go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria is always open. They'll have food for you. But yeah, that's my bad advice.
And Will, what about you, man? What you got going on this week?
Well, I'll start my new week at work. I work on Tuesdays now, off on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Sundays. So my new schedule starts tomorrow. I was in the ER today, but I'm feeling better. So I was able to come on tonight.
I'm sorry. I hope you feel better.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Damn allergies and sinuses are messing my boy up.
Yeah. I too will be start streaming soon. I'm waiting on my capture card to come in. We'll be doing some Nintendo Switch streaming.
Let's go.
So, I'll be doing that soon. So I'll let you guys know.
Speaking of Nintendo Switch, if you're a fan of Capcom versus Marvel, the new fighting anniversary game comes out, I think sometime in December. So
It's December.
You and I are gonna have to get on handles, bro.
Well, we're gonna get on that.
Can't stop Ryu and Wolverine, man.
We got to get on that for real.
Yep.
And you guys can also follow me on TikTok at the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. You guys can follow me over there. Zoe, you got a TikTok too, Zoe.
I do. I ain't been active on it like that.
She did post a new photo or picture today on Instagram. You can follow her on Instagram too, because I follow her, and her notification came up on my phone. I'm like,
Nintendo, coming from you, you're one of the few people you can be talking about social media when you say I follow her, and it's still kind of weird.
Swag also has a TikTok, guys. So go and follow my boy Swag too. He's got a TikTok as well. Brings up a lot of basketball. So definitely follow my boy Swag. Follow everybody on social media. We all like to entertain and be kind of funny on what we do on social media. And if there's nothing else, I want to say thank you guys for coming through to the Sports Report Podcast. We'll see you again next week, right here, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll see you later.
All right.
Deuces.
Fuck Rob Hanford.
So fucking close. You were so fucking close.
So freaking
Not
close.
having to talk about that goddamn dragon.